So hello there, welcome to my first psychomancy reading. But before I begin, I think I should let you know that I will probably be posting significantly less in the upcoming weeks because I need to clean my house. I need to tidy it up and organize things because it gets really frustrating when I need to use certain items for my channel and I can't locate them because my room, the library, the study, everywhere else in the house is messy, and that's really frustrating. So it's sorry. Um so it's for the channel too. I'm posting less for the channel's own good in the long run. So that's that. Um so this is my first psychomancy reading, and I've wanted to do this for such a long time. So this is book number 1, book number 2, book number 3, book number 4. If you can't decide, this will be the designated book for fire signs. This will be the one for earth signs. This is air signs, and this is water signs. And I picked these. I know you're not supposed to judge a book by its cover, but the covers resonated with me in a way that I associated them with the elements. So if you can't decide which book you'd like to choose for your concern and your pressing question, just pick whatever element you resonate with for your. If it's a love situation, I guess your Venus sign. If it's whatever, if it's something dark and you've never spoken to anybody about it before, I suppose you could pick, I don't know, your Pluto house sign, whatever. But we have 2 non-fictions and we have 2 fictions. Just pick whatever calls you, and we will begin. So book number 1, you chose The Fortune Teller by Gwendolyn Womack. So think about your very, very, very pressing question, what you want to know, and we will get the answers to that. Okay, so let me I'm drawn around here. Okay. I know, baby, I know, Helen cried with her. I'm so sorry, but you're my daughter. You've always been my daughter. Samel? I'm really sorry if I'm pronouncing this incorrectly. Samel pulled back to look at her. But who are my real parents? She saw the pain the question inflicted, but she had to ask, what happened to them? I feel like there's this big hole inside of me. Helen didn't say anything. She only nodded and reached for the box of Kleenex. We can try to find the answers. And the package? Tomorrow. We'll look, I promise. Samil nodded, though her heart didn't feel any lighter. Her mother kissed her forehead as if she were 5 again, and left the room. Samel waited until she heard her mother's bedroom door shut. Then she turned on the light and opened her computer to read the last of the manuscript. Somebody said something mean to you, and it keeps playing over and over and over in your head. And no, I don't think this is how you'll find out that you were adopted, because that would be nasty, and I hope to God that that is not the case and nobody finds out that they were adopted through a tarot reading on the interwebs, because that is just awful, okay? But I do feel like somebody... I know, baby, I know, Helen cried with her. But you have good friends. You have good friends. Why are you not telling your friends about whatever your concerns are? I'm so sorry, but you're my daughter. You've always been my daughter. See, what I'm getting from that is I'm getting unconditional love. Helen cried with her. Helen is her mother. But what I'm getting from this intuitively is friends as well. Friends your own age, not necessarily your mother. Your peers who love you unconditionally. Even if you fucked up and did something that they would not necessarily agree with, I get that they would Understand that you're just a human being, you're fallible, and people make mistakes. The Kleenex line is also giving me just have a good cry, because sometimes that's all it takes. I'm not simplifying. I'm not what's that word? I'm not undermining, simplifying. I'm not undermining anybody's personal life issues. Yes, I'm not minimizing. I'm not minimizing anybody's issues, but sometimes for some issues, when they're not that heavy, a good cry is all you need. And if you have heavier issues, crying helps too. Of course, hydrate. Make sure you're hydrated, because crying gives you that dehydration headache. I do not like it. Make sure you're Samil nodded. Her heart didn't feel any lighter. That's funny. Because another tarot reader talked about the heart and how the heart beats and all that. And it occurred to me, isn't it weird how some people's lives, and he talked about the heart pumping. I think it was Jeff the Wizard. I'll link him down below. But anyway, and I thought, oh, it's so funny how some people's lives, when you use that heart pumping metaphor, some people seem to live their lives as in a state of constantly sneezing. Because I actually googled that. Your heart stops for well, it doesn't necessarily stop. It just delays the flow for a couple of seconds. And what I'm getting for that is you probably feel like you have lived a life of constant having to deal with divine timing. You feel like things keep getting fucked, things keep getting delayed, and I only have two explanations for why that might happen. And the first one is your spirit guides are actually protecting you. And I also saw a really good reading that resonated with me so hard from Weird is the New Black. I will also link her in the description, because she did such a good reading. I can't even remember what the reading's title was, but it was about my spirit guides blocking me from something that I really, really want. And what they're doing is that they're actually protecting me. So I think that might be what's happening with you. So that's the first reason why you keep feeling blocked. And the second reason is, I don't know, maybe somebody's sending you bad juju. Somebody's sending you the evil eye. Maybe you need to get some evil eye and wear it all over your whatever. Yeah, so either protect yourself from the evil eye, from spell work, yeah. Some of you might even have competitors going to practitioners, trying to screw up your life path, your destiny. There's another reader I like, Astrodice 5D. She talks about people trying to mess with what's already written, what's destined for you in the Akashic Records, which is super fucked up. It's a super fucked up thing to do that. Can you imagine the karma? Can you imagine the karma of trying to mess with somebody's destiny? It's just so stupid. But yeah, I feel like you've gone through that. You've gone through feeling like, why does nothing ever work out in my life? And I don't know, do you feel guilty about approaching your friends to talk about your issues? Because I feel like they would really embrace you. I feel like they would, let's not make this too long, because I know people get really annoyed with long readings. Yeah, cry it out. You have friends who love you unconditionally, and family, and stop going through the painful things. She turned on the light and opened her computer to read the last of the manuscript. Stop playing those mean words people said to you over and over in your head, it's not helping. See? Neptune, 9th house, Capricorn, Aries, Mars, 7th house. Something a man told you about your personality is hurting you in love. Let me tell you a story about that. I was getting over some German guy, and I did a kind of post-breakup glow-up thing where I wore really bright lipstick, red lipstick, and I captioned it Scheisse drauf. And he DM'd me and actually said, are you okay? You seem manic, which was kind of an underhanded way of calling me crazy. And I thought, you know who else is manic and is also a genius? Kanye. So don't let these masculine energies tell you shit. Ooh, I just saw 11:11 on my phone. I'm telling you, don't let people you meet in love put you down when they're angry. Because that guy was angry. That guy was angry that I glowed the fuck up and he called me manic, which, you know, is, people shouldn't be using those words, those terms, those mental health issues as insults in the first place. You know what I mean? 11:44. 11:44. So I'm getting individuality and stability and foundation. It is, you are who you are. You can't change it. And again, let me get back to using mental health terms to insult people. It's not even right to begin with. You shouldn't be using those terms, manic and bipolar and whatever, as insults, because it's an insult to people who actually have to go through that in the first place, right? 12:12. This keeps happening over and over and over in your life. And the thing is, Kanye is bipolar. Kanye has manic episodes, and he's a fucking genius. I'm actually upset and disappointed that the Music Oracle deck doesn't include Kanye and Tupac. Kanye is a fucking genius, and you know what? Kanye is I don't know. I treat him like a saint these days. After that German guy called me manic, you know, don't listen to those people. You know, even when they mean to insult you, you can always find a tinge of a compliment. People used to mock me. As a child, I used to get mocked for my lips because I have thick lips. Well, what's happening now as an adult is these Instagram models are getting lip injections, and you know what? My lips look like Naomi Campbell's lip. What are you going to do about that? See? Even when people have something bad to say about you, there's at least a hint of a compliment. Just find that compliment. There's always a compliment in every insult. And the 9th house, and this, don't let people confuse you about what you believe in, about your beliefs. Don't let people confuse you. Don't let people confuse you. Just seriously. Again, I'm nobody to give you advice. You should never take advice from a tarot reader. You should always come to a reading with an open mind anyway. But anytime anybody tries to insult you, just try to find the good in it. Because there is good in every insult, I promise. So I hope that helped. Thanks for watching. And we are moving to book number 2. So this is Culture, Identity, and Politics by Ernest Gellner. And this is a book from a family friend who my father got to know when my father pursued a PhD. And it's, he's no longer with us, this friend. But yeah, let's just get into the reading. So think about a concern or a pressing question. I am feeling here. Mobility. Modern industrial society is egalitarian and mobile, but it's egalitarian because it is mobile, rather than mobile because egalitarian. We can assume this because we can see why it is obliged to be mobile, and why in turn mobility is bound to engender egalitarianism. That is such a hard word. If this argument is correct, we are spread the double embarrassment of treating conversion to an ideal as a prime social mover and of assuming to be socially effective. So we talk about social mobility. Modern society depends for its existence on technological innovation. Oh, major side note, this is a really old book. Okay, so I'm sure that is this was actually gifted, well, it wasn't gifted, it was lent to my father by his friend in 1980. No, this book he purchased in 1988, and this was actually published in 1987. So there's context. Modern society depends for its existence on technological innovation. It is the first society ever to secure, over quite a considerable period, sustained increase in wealth. Notoriously, its political organization hinges on this. It has relied on this sustained growth of the total cake for buying off the discontent of the less privileged and the general softening of manners and the reduction of the severity of social sanctions. The reduction in the severity of social sanction is presumably connected to this continuous bribery. The recent crisis in the West is of course connected with a failure, presumed to be temporary, to maintain this growth of wealth at the rate to which we have become accustomed. So what I'm getting here is you are trying to progress in something. You are currently probably, whatever your social class is, you have become fucking disillusioned. And yes, I cuss. You have become disillusioned, and it doesn't, you can be, again, you can be any social class, and you can be disillusioned by classism and the struggle in the modern world. You can be working class and be cynical because obviously you run into blockage after blockage after blockage. You can be middle class and disillusioned. You can be upper middle class and disillusioned. Let me tell you something about being upper middle class. Upper middle class people have their faces stepped upon by people trying to get ahead, but they never want to actually befriend you. They're after befriending the people above you. So that's a way upper middle class people get disillusioned. Upper class people get disillusioned. Everybody gets disillusioned. Because we can see why it is obliged to be mobile, and why in turn mobility is bound to engender egalitarianism. Gatekeeper energy. Are you trying to break? Okay, yeah. You are becoming disillusioned because you're trying to break into a certain field, a certain industry. Actually, not industry. I'm getting something more academia. Perhaps you're searching for funding for research. You might be looking for a scholarship. You could be somebody who's the first person in your family to get a university education. You are breaking barriers. You could literally what I'm getting a weird download right now. You are the first person in your whole tribe to get a university education. Wow, that was deep. You're the first person in your tribe, and you weren't even the tribe leader or the village head's daughter or son. You were literally just a normal, well, I shouldn't say normal, because what is normal, right? What is normal? You can't even believe your luck. You can't even believe your luck. And you feel like people just keep pissing on your parade. You've got people from your old neighborhood, from your old area, who are just envious of you, sending you evil eye. Okay, if you resonate with that evil eye part, just scroll back a little bit to the book one's, the second half of book one's reading, because I mentioned something about people who keep feeling like they're constantly blocked by something. It's like somebody sent them chaos magic, somebody sent them spells, like blockage spells. I shouldn't say like, my teacher does not like it when I say like inappropriately. They are sending you spells, they are sending you blockages, they're doing dark magic, they're doing just really nasty stuff that they shouldn't be doing. And I just said this on another YouTube reading. In the comment section, I said, it's just so sad that some people will fear you getting your 10 of Pentacles when they could just be using that time and energy to go after their own 10 of Pentacles. Oh my god, that's so stupid. And you're feeling pressure from above you, you're feeling pressure from below you, well, not below you, I'm sorry I said that, I didn't mean it that way, but you're feeling pressure from the establishment, from people who more established people who were there first, people who are more established in the industry. For example, if you're in the industry, you can't seem to win when it comes to competing with industry nepotism. Somebody's mommy is some actress and you have to compete with them, and you feel so stumped because you're in a theater company and the producer, the people in the board, one of the people in the board is an actress in your casting type, and you can't get cast in anything because everything she gets priority. It's just, oh my god, it's messy. I can see you getting pressure from gatekeepers, from blockages in scholarships. I just saw a video about why oh my god, I can't say the word, because you know why I can't say meritocracy. I cannot even say the word, because you know what, that word meritocracy, that is crazy. I cannot say the word meritocracy. Wow, my throat chakra hates that word, because you know why? That word is a fucking lie. Meritocracy. I'm not even going to say that word anymore. Meritocracy. My eyes just caught this. There is glamour in the existence of socially unclimbed and the unclimbable peaks, and a wholly conquered or easily conquerable mountain range devoid of inaccessible loses its appeal. meritocracy. I cannot say that word because that word is a lie. It is a myth. Okay? And I hate to be negative, and I'm not being negative. I'm being realistic. That word is a lie. There is no meritocracy. Oh my God. I know how to say that word. I usually know how to say that word. The fact that I can't even say that word is because whoever this reading is resonating for, that word is not a reality in your life. And the people above you are blocking you. They don't want you in their tribe. People from your old hometown aren't happy for you. Your old friends are jealous of you. And you feel stuck and you can't find anybody you can relate to. Let's find you some advice. Because what is this? 1988. Is this December 2nd, 1988, or the 12th of December, 1988? That could resonate for somebody. But no, let's get a solution for you, because that was nasty. Is this Pluto? I think it's Pluto. Virgo, people are very critical in their words. And it's really getting in your head. The 8th house. Yeah, I sense a lot of kind of scholarship vibes, loans, student loans, funding, academia, again, academia, dark issues of injustices, the underbelly, the unknown, the dark side of the most glamorous places, occupations. You could struggle to compete with in fields where there's so much unpaid internship is a culture. People are very critical, and you just keep replaying it over and over and over in your head. And the thing is, like, I'm not supposed to say like. I'm not allowed to say like. The thing is, these critical things that people say, your brain, your creative, I'm sensing you have a very creative brain, and unfortunately, their critical words just grow, and they grow like these branches. Their words, they're simple words, sometimes things that they didn't even think thoroughly, that they can't even remember saying. It's like they plant these seeds in your head and it grows. So much Scorpionic energy. Okay, let me just find something for you. I'm going to use this deck to find you a solution. Okay, and the reason why I'm using this deck is because I've got beef with some people in Bali, and I can understand your frustration, because I have those same frustrations with a group of expats in Bali, which as far as I'm concerned are a bunch of colonizers. I totally get it. The gatekeeper stuff, even if you're inquiring about academia or getting funding or research, or you're stuck in student loans, this is the deck, because Bali relies on tourism, but the actual expats and tourism and the tourists there are just badly behaved, and the local Indonesian people have to put up with it. Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles, elaborate offerings. the thing I'm getting with these elaborate offerings is you have to come from a place of privilege to play. You have to have connections. You have to have resources, and you're struggling to keep those resources. You're struggling to make those resources happen for you, to grease your way, to ease your way in to a job, an industry, a field. Because again, this might resonate for somebody. Again, I kept getting that you're the first in your tribe. You're the first in your tribe. And that must be really overwhelming, because you literally do not have role models, do you? You probably don't have role models for exactly what you're doing. For example, if you're an actor, you have Asperger's or Asperger's, I don't know. But I show symptoms, and I can't make eye contact with people, which is awful if you're trying to become an actress. You can't make eye contact, and then it's just multiple things. It's just multiple things, and you literally can't find anybody like you for a role model. But the bomb monument. But here's the thing though. You are going to be remembered. If you persevere, you will be remembered, and you will be a role model for other people. Don't quit, because you're the first of your tribe. And I'm getting Kuta Beach. Communication will be the thing that brings you a silver lining. I know this is the ocean, it's not a cloud, but again, I'm seeing a silver lining. I just feel like you're not communicating your concerns to the right people because you're ashamed of what you're going through. And what is this? 9-tier tower for cremation, an elaborate funeral. 9-tier tower for cremation. I really feel like you can't give up, because with the bomb monument and the 9-tier tower for cremation, you are making history. You can't quit. You're making history, and you will be remembered long after you're gone. I know it's difficult because, again, you don't necessarily have the resources, you don't have the connections to go forward, to follow what you, to reach your goal. But I think talking to the right people, talking to clear-headed people, talking to people who are clear-headed, who are not prejudiced, and most importantly, people who do not believe in meritocracy. Meritocratic. I can say meritocratic, but I cannot say I cannot say it. Because that word, for whoever this reading is resonating for, that word is a lie. It is not a reality. So your advice here is to find somebody who is like-minded, find a community of people to talk to who are critical-minded enough, who are used to critical thinking enough, and understand that philosophically, a meritocratic world simply does not exist. People who don't have their heads in the clouds about this kumbaya world, that meritocratic world does not exist, and that will be the person. You have to find somebody who is as realistic as you, and that person will help you, or that group of people will help you. People who understand that you're on a mission, that you're supposed to have a legacy. Again, I keep getting that thing. You're the first in your tribe to achieve. Oh my God. This is the Two of Wands energy. Yes. Don't quit. Don't quit. The way to find this elaborate offering that you have to give to the academia gods, to the industry gods, to the whatever gods, you can find assistance with somebody who is realistic as you, who is as mature as you, and not so naive about the ways of the world. But please don't quit, because you're here on a mission. You feel alone because you don't have role models, but you're supposed to be the role model in the end. So I really hope that helped. I really, really hope that helped, because you're really going through it. You really are going through it. Okay? Please don't quit. And we will start helping those who chose pile 3. So if you, not pile 3, book 3, if you chose this shiny book, oh, it's so funny because this book actually begins with a scene at a swimming pool, and this swimming pool scene was at night. That might resonate for somebody. So let's get on with it. I'm feeling somewhere here. Oh, and as a side note, I found this in the bargain bin. And the reason why this was in the bargain bin was because it was just all beaten up. And some people just feel like people are shallow. And sometimes people don't want a book with a beaten up cover. Although the fact that the cover is beaten up really doesn't take away from the fact that the author put time into it. The author put her life experience into it, her professional experience as a, what is she? I think this was written by a former entertainment reporter, so she knows what she's talking about here. It really doesn't take away from those things. I'm also getting all that glitters isn't gold, and I'm also getting buying Oscar votes for your consideration, and I'm seeing billboards upon billboards with FYP. No, not FYP. FYP is for your page on TikTok. Ooh, you could get from TikTok to something. What's that term again? Prestige TV. I'm getting the word prestige TV, and I wake up call also caught my eye. So you see these little stains here. This is why this was in the bargain bin and was so cheap, because it didn't have the outward appearance that people expect a book to have, even though it doesn't affect what's written in it, right? It doesn't take away from the author's work. I'm actually feeling way back. Okay. During Max's memorial, I really hope this doesn't trigger anyone. During Max's memorial, if this is triggering, please stop, okay? During Max's memorial, closing the door behind her, Juliet tossed the envelope Becca had given her onto one of the dining tables. It made an ominous thunk. "You're taking the Salinger role," she said. "It's not She held her hand up. Spare me. Was this what it was about all along? Was Max right? Were you stealing the part? Stealing the part, he said. I don't call being pursued by Bill Becker to the ends of the earth stealing the part. Don't you have any hesitation, any feelings about making this damn movie? Jesus, Michael, think about everything that just happened. Or didn't any of it matter to you? O'Connor shrugged. It's a really good script. Or could be, if you fix it. He raised his eyebrow at her. What do you say, Juliet? You ready to jump in the game at long last? Or are you going to stay here making sure everyone's toast is done to their satisfaction? Juliet turned to go, but O'Connor had risen and stopped her. Come on, he said, his arms around her. If nothing else, it would be fun. You deserve a little fun. What happened happened. Walking away now isn't going to undo it, or prevent bad things from happening again. I don't know, she said. I don't know if I'll ever be able to go to the movies again. I'd be too busy wondering what the body count was. O'Connor laughed out loud. Well, maybe you should become a producer, he said. Look, forget the movies, forget Becker and Max and the damn script. Think about what it is you actually want for once in a while. His words so closely echoed Devlin's that she stared at him. Mistaking her look, she ran a self-conscious hand over his scalp. And it is page 365, which is the number of days in a year, and I just went on an American accent. Yes, something American. Something American might resonate. Specifically, so cutthroat. People being so cutthroat about getting what they want, especially in a career situation. And I'm sensing you've been in a relationship with somebody for about 1 to 3 years, or you've known somebody for between 1 to 3 years, and you 4222 and 4224 just on my phone. A lot of stability. 4s and 2s are about stability and partnerships. So the fact that I saw 4222 and 4224, yes, that is confirmation. If you are wondering about stability in your relationship or a long-term relationship, okay, you may not be necessarily concerned with the stability of the relationship, but when I picked the Tibetan sound bowl here, what I'm getting from that is you wish you didn't see something that you saw, because this is for cleansing, right? This is for cleansing. You wish you could cleanse your mind. You wish you could unsee something that you saw. That is what I'm getting. This is also catching my eye, this selenite, which is also for cleansing. You saw a side of somebody that you did not know existed. If you are, and I don't want to trigger anyone, if you are in a relationship and you just discovered that this person has a side of them that could endanger you, run the fuck away. Run the fuck away. Or even somebody at work. Because people do send death threats to their competitors at work. I've seen it happen. Especially in competitive industries. And you're wondering, do I want to stay or do I want to go? Can I tolerate this? Is this the deal breaker after all these years? You're just finding about this now. I just saw 4433. So there might be third-party interference. Yeah. Third party interference. But you know what? I also just saw 4444, which is 16, because that's 4 by 4. 16, which what's that word for when you minimize? No, which well, anyway, 1 plus 6 is 7. 7 is a spiritual number, and also a number of solitude. And you're just wondering, do I stay or do I go? And you should not rely on an online tarot reader on the YouTubes to make that decision for you. Oh, actually, you know what? This might be about a work situation. Do you want to stay or do you want to go? Uranus. It went from Taurus to Pisces, which makes me think that something stable just made you feel really woozy. 12th house, secrets being revealed, dating, or the entertainment industry. North Node, and more entertainment energy. You're actually questioning whether you want to keep pursuing this career, because you're seeing this career is so cutthroat, it's sucking your humanity away. Let me just clarify the advice, because this is another deck that needs advice. So your advice is, okay, love, cleansing. You know what? You just need to go on a short break. Don't quit your, don't give up on your dream. That's what I'm getting. 9 of, yes, you have a lot of anxiety about this, but at the same time, look at how peaceful this scenery is. You just need some time alone, away from these people. Yes, that's what you need. But don't give up on this. You just need to cleanse. Because if this is a work situation, don't give up on it, because you've gone this far. But if it's a relationship, just use your own discretion, okay? So that is a reading for book number 3. I hope that helped. Again, different advice for work situations versus love situations, okay? So if it's a love situation, use your discretion. If it's a work situation, don't give up just yet. I hope that helped. So, for those who chose book number 4, another non-fiction book, you brave soul. I don't know why I felt compelled to say that, but I said it. You brave soul. Congratulations on picking a non-fiction book, and what I'm getting from that is you went from a delusion to being super realistic, and now you're ready to actually make things happen because you just grew some realism. So I'm feeling around here. Ally in the game, not really going for what they want, not doing some of the other things that we talked about, such as finding an objective, sending actions, having verbal will. Recently, I was giving a workshop at the Screen Actors Guild Conservatory, and a guy raised his hand and said, I noticed that when I watch Nero, he gives a lot of eyes. Okay, he knows how to give with his eyes. I want to know how to do that. This actor is looking at the result and thinks that he can imitate that and impress the audience. That's not going to happen. You can't look at actors and try to adopt the attitude or behavior. It's about finding connection inside yourself. Natural versus real. Make that distinction and don't approach the work as a natural actor. It's already a limited and dead approach. You want to be real. What's real? Real is everything. It's the full extent of human behavior, and it's not limited by an idea or concept. It's an approach that will keep you truly alive. You have a lot of eyes on you on social media, don't you? And those people who have eyes on you, all eyes on me, the Tupac song, the Tupac song is coming through. Yes, you have a lot of eyes on you, and primarily on social media, and people who rely on what they see on social media. There's a tarot reader, I think Lunar Eclipse, you know, Kelly, who she calls her her audience Lindas. She I think she coined this. She said, "Why talk when you can stalk?" I'm sensing a lot of eyes on you, lots and lots of eyes on you, and they're relying on social media. But the thing about social media is your view of people is woozy. You see how that background just goes around and around and around, and it keeps moving, and you're like, I'm not supposed to say like. My acting teacher does not like it when I say like. It just goes round and round and round like this, and you don't know where you stand, and you just feel like the rug's just been pulled under your feet. That's how people watch you. And I just saw 5111, which means that people can't pinpoint who you are, and yet they won't say things to your face, which is so frustrating because I know exactly what that's like. People stalk you on social media, people look at you, but they won't talk to you. They talk of you, they gossip about you, but they just won't talk to you. They copy your style, they create commercials on TV based on, because you know, these people, I know people who create commercials. I've seen commercials just completely ripped off of my Instagram account, creations I made on my Instagram account, and I have about 301, 302 followers on my Instagram account, and instead of hiring me and giving me a job opportunity, they're giving it to somebody who's got a name, but they stole it from me, they ripped it off from me, and that might resonate because I don't like telling people about that. I really don't. It's painful to talk about the fact that I just rolled on and said that. Makes me think that might resonate with you, and that's why you found this video. So let's just find some advice for you. Oh my God. People have their eyes on you. They won't talk though. And they judge you based on social media, which, if we're honest with ourselves, that's our most superficial versions of ourselves, and they rely on that to make judgments about you, and they won't talk to you. Oh my God. Leo. Actually, you could be in the public eye. You could have an audience. Oh, you are meant to have a big audience. Whoa, 11th house, Jupiter, Leo. Okay, these people, they know, they can see before you can see that you're meant to be something bigger. My God, are you an actor? Because Neptune is film and TV, and the first house being on screen, and again, or you could be an author. I'm also getting that. You create stories, you create fiction, which is funny because in the beginning of this reading, didn't I say, oh my God, you chose a non-fiction book, you brave, brave soul. And yet we have Neptune, we have Pisces. And what I'm getting from this is that you have an amazing imagination. Your creativity is off the charts, and you have really your ideas, even if you think they're avant-garde, they can really become mainstream and become beloved cultural products in the long run. you might want to watch the other nonfiction book in this reading, which is book number 2, I believe, the green book, the one with the green cover. That is also about making it somewhere and having a legacy. If you're concerned with making a legacy, making a name for yourself, and feeling like you're never given a chance, that really might resonate with you. But here's the thing, with the 11th house, and the Jupiter and the Leo, you are meant to be a leader. Oh my god, and Leo, the leader, and the number 1, so that's major leadership energy. And Aquarius is the 11th house, which is opposites with Leo, which is interesting, because Leo and Aquarius are opposites. These are the people, and this is the queen, the king, the monarch, the head of state. These people, if they're gossiping about you, I feel like they know that you're meant for bigger things, and they're trying to they try to put you down. They try to kill your self-esteem. Oh yes, they want to keep you in the lake. What I'm immediately getting a download here, and the download is telling me they want to keep you stuck in the lake. They don't want you to get in the river, down to the ocean, and making it big, where you're a big fish in a big pond. They're big fish in a small pond, but they're trying to keep you stuck in the same pond as them. They don't want you to go on the stream. Is it downstream or upstream? I don't know, but they don't want you in that river heading toward the ocean and making it big with the big blue whales and the big players, the big whales. They don't want you playing with the big, because they love you. Ooh, oh my god, if you and the Bali breakup curse, if you don't know what that is, I will link it down below. And the king of, okay, if you are in a relationship where your partner does not want to see you successful because they're afraid that you are going to outgrow them, maybe you have already outgrown them. Just saying. Or if these are competitors, they see your potential more than you see your potential. I think you are very confident people if you chose this book. If you chose, I almost say pal, but if you chose this book, I feel like you are confident in your abilities, your skills, you're well trained, you actually try to learn the skills, you're not just some random person who thinks they're good looking, oh, I should be on TV. You're not like that. You actually try to hone your craft, whatever you are. If you're a scientist, you read a lot, whatever you're pursuing, you are well trained, you are skilled, you actually try to get an education for it, and you're confident. But these people who see even more potential in you than you yourself do want to keep you stuck and blocked, and they don't want to let you in, because that's the thing. It's funny because I just saw Benedict Cumberbatch on the Graham Norton show, and he and RuPaul were saying that the way the Oscar voting system is done is that because it's voting by peers, they actually eliminate the best person who should actually win. It's the best girl who should win who gets eliminated, which is ridiculous. Anyway, I'll link that link down below because I feel like that might help somebody. Thank you for watching. Bye.